A man walking in downtown Portland snapped some photos of a crime in progress several weeks ago.
It's a story we first brought you in September. These are some of the pictures that man took of a group of teenagers beating up someone he believes were homeless. Now, the man dialed 911, but was told by the call taker that police would not be going after this case.
Well, the Portland Bureau of Emergency Communications admitted to their mistake, but now Fox 12 is learning the Portland Police Bureau has closed the case because those pictures you just saw weren't enough evidence.
Fox 12's Brenda Kelly spoke with the man behind the camera who says PPB is misrepresenting the facts.
Gary Granger took these photos, a group of teens, he says, beating up a homeless person. Since my story aired, he's had a chance to review the police report. In it, an officer notes there is, quote, no evidentiary value to these photos. Granger says that's clearly false, and he's now committed to holding the Portland Police Bureau accountable. It's been nearly 2 months since Gary Granger captured these unsettling photos while walking in downtown Portland. 4 teenage boys, Granger says, harassing and yelling at a man he thought was homeless. Granger, who's the community safety director for Reed College, believed calling 911 was the safest way to get help quickly. But that night, a call taker for the Portland Bureau of Emergency Communications, or BOEC, told him he couldn't make a report on the victim's behalf.
Officer is able to contact you if the victim calls in. That's how this works, sir, okay?
The victim is not going to call in because the victim is a homeless person.
BOEC officials admitted at the time this was a mistake and now say they've discovered the response is part of a, quote, systemic issue within the Bureau. In a statement to Fox 12, BOEC officials say in part, we are reviewing our internal procedures, training, and how we work with our partner agencies to address any systemic issues with how we process calls.
I think accountability to the community you serve looks like what BOEC has done.
Granger feels BOEC is taking on changes in a meaningful way. But after taking a closer look at the police report, he's criticizing a different agency, holding them to the same high standards. A Portland Police Bureau officer responded to the scene that night, meeting with Granger and examining the photos he snapped. In the police report, the officer notes the photos were from a distance, no faces could be seen, and the line that sticks out to Granger most, there was no evidentiary value to them.
I am frustrated, I'm angry. Furious at times when I think about it. No evidentiary value, that statement and the photographs that I submitted simply don't go together. It's incomprehensible to me.
Granger submitted his first complaint to the Independent Police Review. The director writes they cannot investigate because, quote, the alleged behavior must violate a PPB policy. In this case, the officer's actions appear to be within policy.
What she wrote in her report, no evidentiary value, illustrates to me that she had no intention of doing anything.
Granger says he's committed to holding public agencies accountable. He wishes other people in the community felt empowered to do the same.
What concerns me most deeply, beyond the inaccurate report and representation of the evidence, is the lack of response by the leadership of the Portland Police Bureau.
I reached out to the Portland Police Bureau about why the responding officer felt there wasn't enough evidence in these photos to keep the case open. Officials declined to comment further. Reporting in studio, Brenda Kelly, Fox 12 Oregon.